backspin, 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 backspin.
Hey, Moritz sei schon. Vicky. Heißt es? Ich bin Moritz. Ja, knapp daneben.
So, Gorchbock 2, typisch Hamburger Saal. Das ist der, wo wir im Park Hyatt Hamburg jetzt die Interviews führen werden. Es ist viel internationale Presse dabei, auch viele Leute aus England, glaube ich, vom Label oder Amerika, wo die alle herkommen, ich weiß es nicht. Backspin TV ist auf jeden Fall auch dabei. Warum, wissen wir selber noch nicht so genau, aber wir gucken uns das jetzt mal an.
Läufst du?
Ja.
Dann machen wir schon eine Klappe. Laufen alle?
Ja.
Okay, of course, first question for me is Nitro Circus. It's more for you just the name, right?
When we first came out with it, we were like, it works. It was just basically a bunch of friends that were all in action sports, kind of the best of what we did. And we were just filming just for fun, just to actually see what the other guys were doing. And there were so many crashes. Guys, the best in the world, trying stuff that they shouldn't have been trying. They go to dirt and they'd all crash. And we kind of get this kind of following. And it was kind of, we just said, man, it's like a circus. And now, really, it is a traveling circus where we have the guys from everywhere coming around, and it's just kind of shenanigans. So Nitro Circus it becomes more and more fitting. It seems like every day.
I saw the movie, and my first thought is, what was the craziest thing you ever did in your life? Maybe beside of the Nitro Circus, just in your normal life.
Got married. No, I mean that's gone good so far. So that's good, but. No, I'd say the craziest thing is anything you're not prepared for.
Okay.
In normal life, it's funny because people always say, "Oh, it's a life and death situation," but no one really means it. Regular life is pretty bland for me. There's not really a lot of excitement. Things that most people are really excited or really upset about. They're like, "Oh my gosh, he broke a finger." He'll live, like whatever. It's broken nail, yeah. Bad day, no, you're fine. So.
The Nitro Circus and live show right now, today in Hamburg in our tour world. And my thought was, is it difficult to plan something like this, because it could happen, everything could happen on this show. Maybe somebody get a broken leg, maybe somebody it happen even more dangerous things. And how you protect your guys from this?
It's really difficult. And we came in, we flew straight in to the last show in Sweden. Yeah. Everybody was jet lagged because everyone was coming in from events and stuff. We tried to plan this in the off season, as much as possible. But when we lost 3 of our good guys in the first round through injuries, mostly because it was just they hadn't had a lot of practice again on these types of ramps and stuff. But for us, when you finish this tour, whatever sport you're doing, you'll chances are be one of the best, if not the best, in the world at that sport. For us, it's not about it's not very much money. It's high risk, low pay. But you have an opportunity to be with the best in the world, with great physios, with great people, and the ramps here are safer than anywhere in the world. We have resi landings with a little bit of padding and then slick surface, so you slide out instead of sticking like you do with dirt or with wood. So for us, our big initiative is we want these ramps as safe as possible, so guys will try things night after night that are completely impossible. And every now and then, the impossible becomes a reality.
We'll come out 2022 like George, young model type, bad bitch, Judy the chain blanket from a far straight flexing. Pull up to the club, back to back, whole shit. My necklace shining star like the Jets. 300 carats like a star that should have red.
Of course, we are a hip hop magazine. That's why I have to ask you some questions about hip hop. What do you think about hip hop?
Hip hop, you know,
To
to be honest, in the States, it's not quite as big. We're country and rock, more or less, but definitely it's been good over here. Just a lot of guys have hip hop or whatnot, and even in the States, there's some. So I definitely I am actually a fan of all music. Anything that gets me kind of excited, I think it's good pregame music for sure.
Do you have any hip hop in your history? Have you done something like maybe tagging on your desk in school or something like that? Maybe a graffiti wall or breakdancing, something like this?
Breakdancing and me, I was always too broken to breakdance, but always wanted to. But no, I think for me, graffiti obviously goes hand in hand with action sports, and especially the skating. Skating, BMX more. Motocross was always kind of out in the woods, per se, but, we're out on the fields. But with skating, and my wife is a skater, so everything that we have now is tagged. Our whole, everything it started out with just kind of paintball and shooting everything, and then they're like, no, this has got to change. And we have some guys that come down, like, especially with Red Bull, honestly, those guys, everything that they do is all about kind of the style and the look and the feel, even more than it is about, it's more about the culture than it is even about the contest, which is kind of cool.
And hip-hop beef is very popular for stars, for example. Maybe the beef between 50 Cent and the Gang, maybe you heard about it. Would it for you maybe interesting to get more competition in your business, to make, for example, a beef with the Jackass team, something like that?
For me, actually, it was, obviously a little after that time, but the East and the West was pretty interesting, because the East, we had all the guys that were kind of more hardworking, the motocross style, and the West, especially California, was all about just being cool, just not giving a shit, going out there, having fun, whatever. So we'd always come and we'd have the Metal Militia versus the Nitro Circus, and that was kind of the Crusty Diamonds of Dirt versus kind of the not the good guys, but you got the guys that are like, we were always really focused on winning, and they were just focused on just being badasses. And it'd kind of come together, and we'd usually win the contest, but they'd go home with the chicks. So I was like, this is just bullshit.
So it's like hip hop. The last thing I would like to ask you first. Of course, we're hip hop, and that's why we have a black book, and we got a new one. And I would like to ask you to just give us a short.
Oh, nice.
Maybe autograph, and maybe just one idea from your side about hip hop. Maybe a word, maybe a slogan. What do you think about hip hop? This is nice. That's good. So maybe you can start a career. In this area. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, yep. Here you go. Sorry.
Yes.
Get your stuff back.
Yes, it's right. Okay, that's from my side. Thank you.
Excellent. Yep.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Okay.
In time, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Sorry about that. Hey, no, thank you though.
I thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for your time.
It was this was awesome.
Yeah, special.
Crazy guy.
Wo kommst du noch deine Bits?
Ah, ja, super.
Peek you next door now.
Warte.
Backspin.